Hello students, welcome back to our channel. Let us discuss few important problems in this video based on the concept how to integrate trigonometric functions by using standard integral formulas which are asked in previous board exams. See here, these are the three important previous board exam questions which we are going to discuss in this video. To understand all these problems, watch this video till the end. Let's begin today's class with first problem. See here, find integral tan cube x by cos cube x dx. Let us discuss solution of this one. Given integral is equal to integral tan cube x by cos cube x dx. In the given integrand, we have two terms, one is on numerator and another one is on denominator. Now this term I am going to write tan cube x into 1 by cos cube x. So see here in the next step, integral tan cube x into 1 by cos cube x dx. From the trigonometric identities, we know 1 by cos theta can be written as secant theta. So here we have 1 by cos cube theta. So 1 by cos cube theta can be written as secant cube theta. So the new integral is integral tan cube x into secant cube x dx. Here in the given integrand, we have 3 tan trigonometric ratios and 3 secant trigonometric ratios. So these 3 trigonometric ratios, I am going to separate 2 tan trigonometric ratios one combination and 1 tan trigonometric ratio another combination. In the same way, 2 secant trigonometric ratios one combination and 1 secant trigonometric ratio another combination. Then what we will get the new integral? Observe carefully here. Integral tan square x into secant square x into tan x into secant x dx. So what I did here, students, observe carefully. Tan cube can be written as a tan square into tan and a secant cube can be written as a secant square into secant. Then we got this new integral. Now from the trigonometric identities, tan square theta can be written as a secant square theta. So if we apply this trigonometric identity, what we will get the new integral? See here, integral secant square x minus 1 into secant square x into tan x into secant x dx. Now substitute some part of integrand as another variable such that its differentiation exists in the integral. If we observe this integrand, the derivative of secant x we have in the given integrand. What is the derivative of secant x? Secant x into tan x. This secant x into tan x term is there in the given integrand. That's why I am going to consider the function secant x as a new variable t. So put secant x is equal to t. Now differentiate this one with respect to x. Then what is the derivative of secant x? Secant x into tan x is equal to the derivative of t with respect to x is dt by dx. So the new step is secant x into tan x is equal to dt by dx. If we cross multiply, then the new step is secant x into tan x dx is equal to dt. Now if we substitute this equation and this equation in the integral, what we will get? See here, integral t square minus 1 into t square dt. Here we have product of two terms. If we multiply these two terms, what we will get the new integral? See here, integral t power 4 minus t square dt. By using basic properties of indefinite integrals, I am going to apply individual integrals. Then see here, integral t power 4 dt minus integral t square dt. These two integrals are clearly in the standard form of integral x power n dx. So we know the standard integral formula, integral x power n dx. If we apply this formula, what we will get the answer? See here, t power 5 by 5 minus t cube by 3 plus c. Just I applied this standard integral formula to get this answer. Now replace the new variable by the original variable in the answer. What is the new variable here? T. What is the original variable function? Secant x. So in t place, if we substitute to original variable function secant x, then what we will get the final answer? See here, secant power 5x by 5 minus secant cube x by 3 plus c. This is the final answer for the given integral. I hope you understand. Let us discuss one more problem. See here, find integral over root 1 minus sine 2x dx. Here the angle x lies between pi by 4 and pi by 2. Let us discuss solution of this one. Given integral is equal to integral over root 1 minus sine 2x dx. From the trigonometric identities, we know the standard identity sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. And one more standard formula from the trigonometry, sine 2a is equal to 2 sine a cos a. So if we apply this identity and formula in the given integrand, then what we will get the new integral? See here, integral over root sine square x plus cos square x minus 2 sine x into cos x dx. So how I got this one? By using the first identity, 1 can be written as sine square x plus cos square x. By using the second formula, sine 2x can be written as 2 sine x cos x. That's why we got this new integral. Now, sine square x can be written as sine x whole square. Similarly, cos square x can be written as cos x whole square. Then the new integral is, see here, integral over root sine x whole square plus cos x whole square minus 2 sine x into cos x dx. If we observe this integrand, inside part of the root is in the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab form. Observe carefully, students. Inside part of the root is in the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab. If we apply this formula, then what we will get? Sin x minus cos x whole square. So see here the new integral. Integral over root sin x minus cos x whole square dx. Here square and root get cancelled. Then the new integral is integral sin x minus cos x dx. Why I taken sin x minus cos x whole square here? Why we can't take cos x minus sin x whole square? Why? Because in the given question, they given clearly one condition. The angle x should be lies between pi by 4 and pi by 2. So in this interval pi by 4 and pi by 2, the function sin x minus cos x is clearly a positive. So that concept we learned in the trigonometry. So by using this identity, I taken the combination sin x minus cos x whole square. That's why only we got this new integral, integral sin x minus cos x dx. Okay students, now by using basic properties of indefinite integrals, I am going to apply individual integrals. Then the new integral is integral sin x dx minus integral cos x dx. So we know the standard integral formulas, integral sin x dx and integral cos x dx. By using these two standard integral formulas, the final answer is, see here, minus cos x minus sin x plus c. This is the final answer for the given integral. I hope you understand. Let us discuss one more problem, and this is the last problem in this video. See here, find integral sin cube x plus cos cube x by sin square x into cos square x dx. Let us discuss solution of this one. Given integral is equal to integral sin cube x plus cos cube x by sin square x into cos square x dx. Now divide each term of numerator with the denominator term. Then what we will get the new integral? See here, integral sin cube x by sin square x into cos square x plus cos cube x by sin square x into cos square x dx. If we observe this integrand, on numerator we have sin cube x and on denominator we have sin square x. So we can cancel two sign ratios. In the second term also, on numerator we have cos cube x and on denominator we have cos square x. So two cos terms get cancelled then what we will get the new integral? See here, integral sin x by cos square x plus cos x by sin square x dx. Now again in this integrand, the first term can be written as sin x by cos x into 1 by cos x, and the second part also can be written as cos x by sin x into 1 by sin x. So the new integral is, see here, integral 1 by cos x into sin x by cos x plus 1 by sin x into cos x by sin x dx. By using standard trigonometric identities, 1 by cos theta can be written as a secant theta, and a sin theta by cos theta can be written as a tan theta, and 1 by sin theta can be written as a cosecant theta, and a cos theta by sin theta can be written as a cot theta. By using all these trigonometric identities, we will get the new integral. See here, integral secant x tan x plus cosecant x cot x dx. By using basic properties of indefinite integrals, I am going to apply individual integrals. Then what we will get? See here, integral secant x into tan x dx plus integral cosecant x into cot x dx. If we observe these two integrals, for these two integrals we have a standard integral formulas. What are the standard integral formulas? See here, integral secant x tan x dx is nothing but secant x plus c, and integral cosecant x into cot x dx is nothing but minus cosecant x plus c. By applying these two standard integral formulas, what you will get the final answer? See here, secant x minus cosecant x plus c. So this is the final answer for the given integral. So in this video, we discussed 3 important previous board exam questions. I hope you understand. Thank you for watching.